To be honest with you, to be really honest, shout out and respect to PSG, but I didn't see that quality. I didn't see that quality. I
Yo,
didn't see it.
am I
But
crazy or is Ike
Akan,
is crazy?
I
ask
just see goals
yourself,
they scored.
did PSG need to do any of that with you? Did they need to show you the quality? They didn't need to go out of second gear to beat you guys the way they did.
Bro, they were chilling.
They scored
Yeah, well,
three goals in Stamford
they were
Bridge.
chilling. They were chilling. You don't need to see
First
it. It's
of
Bro,
working
all,
for
bro,
you.
do you see the finishes? It was like
first of
routine
for,
training
first,
kind of thing.
All day.
I just wear this jersey because of say the cold weather. So you have to wear the weather.
Don't worry, Ike, wait, you have to be proud.
It is the
It's
bipolar weather in
clearly
Atlanta. That's why.
Blue Coat cannot kill our club. We cannot.
even
We refuse. Oh,
even if I score Palmer,
we
it's not cold.
refuse. Ah.
Anyway, guys, welcome to another episode of Five Aside Soccer Text with AK. It's your boy
Yes, we are.
Daniel,
Yeah,
AK
yeah.
and Ini.
He is no longer a special guest, though.
What's
He's now
up,
going
oh?
to
I be regular now. Oh.
Part of the team, bro. Part of the team. See, this is one of the craziest Champions League weeks of all time. I think, if I'm right, this is probably the this
look at the time this one decides to now do. When
Right
I'm
on time,
trying,
though.
that's when he decides to join and show his face. Isn't it
right on time.
international break for you guys?
Anyway, as I was saying, I think this week produced the most goals ever in the history of the Champions League for a round of 16 fixtures. Guy, it was lashing upon lashing upon lashing. And anytime there's lashing, Bayern has to be among. Have you guys noticed for some reason? Like, why is Bayern always like
Yeah,
that?
they're
That's a very
organized now.
demonic organization. I don't
You
understand
should
them.
know
Like,
now. You should know.
which kind of team is this
You
now? Which
should know
kind
now.
of
You don't collect now. From their
I
hand.
don't collect for themselves. I don't even laugh too much. Under Lampard, don't forget him. You don't laugh wide.
I will not forget that. What's the name of this guy? Alfonso Davis. Guy.
the amount of lashings they gave people this week, like I think Premier League were now us collect pass this week. I can't lie.
No. We collect.
We collect very very well. It's funny because we all started this season. Me too. I'm part of them. Talking about how strong the Prem is compared to the rest of the everything. It's as if they just told us to shut up. This
No,
round
no.
of
We have to all organize a meeting. You know, this weekend we all have to organize a meeting because
we make plans.
this is not this cannot be the league that we are spending. We are buying 100 million player anyhow.
I mean, yo,
Like it's what they say money na water. This is cannot be the money na water league for real because it's
you
not been impressive so far.
Spurs low key turned up. I'll give them that. Their game was actually interesting. But before we start, let's start with Barcelona versus Newcastle. Guy, 7-2. Shush. I'm actually surprised it did not get to 8, if I'm being honest.
Yeah.
And you know the worst part about this? It wasn't too different from the Chelsea versus PSG game, the 5-2, because if you watch that first half, it was very competitive. I think Newcastle actually showed up. I think this is what you were talking about, Ini, because if it comes to tactics, how the game was actually played, there wasn't much difference between these two teams. The only difference is just quality of the players. Just quality. That was just it, literally.
Yeah.
Like the finishes, the passes, because Newcastle were not playing badly, which is actually the at the end of the day, it came down to the players. It's not. I know I was making fun of Eddie Howe, but it was just really the players, honestly. Barcelona simply had better players. They went for it and they were scoring their own chances. Newcastle will score some and waste others. Difference, 5-goal deficit. Yeah, I don't know. Like you said, I don't know where the money is going to. I'm not sure I think it's just squad depth. Now it's squad depth where Premier League teams get at the end of the day. But yeah, man, Yamal, Rafinha, Femin. I feel like people don't talk about Femin a lot, but that guy is a killer. He's a killer.
Really good.
Yeah, Barcelona is a scary team when they're on their game, especially from an attacking point of view.
Mm-hmm.
I know we're in the same bracket with them. Now defense where they only my defense where they use get hope, honestly. But that team is scary. They are
Yeah,
very
and to think that they don't even have elite centre backs is insane because they are still using Kubasi and I think they subbed some guy. Then Arao came. Arao wasn't starting. So these are La Masia guys, and for them to be stepping up in nights like this, like it's amazing to see. Like, and it's just to show you that, and these guys are 19, 20, 21. Just to show you that you can buy youth and you can buy youth. So the fact that you are 17, 18, 19 these days in like the modern football does not mean that you don't have quality. These guys can play. So
yeah.
it's just good to see.
Their defense is probably their weakest. This thing I know a lot of people have spoken about it, the high line, blah 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 blah. But when they are really pressing with a lot of intensity and they are covering that space and not letting people have time on the ball, I think they can make up for that weakness a little bit as long as they're on their pressing game. So I know it's a weakness. Don't get me wrong, it's like someone walking around with like poop on their head. I don't know, but it's a clear, obvious weakness. But there are ways they can make up for it if they are playing with a lot of intensity. Because I've seen them play that way and not look too open defensively, but it just takes a lot of work. So it's a weakness, but it's not as bad as people tend to make it seem. Except
Yeah,
it looks bad when they are not on their
yeah.
pressing game.
If it works, is genius. It's beautiful football, but you can be open at the back as well. And looking at, for example, the game against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge, they shipped in like I think 6, 7 goals. They had to disallow like three, and still ended up like losing the game. So
Anyway, Toby, Iki, what do you guys take on the game? Newcastle versus Barca.
I
Or Barca versus
actually, I remember when it was 2-2, I tweeted, is this the seriousness Barcelona want to use and win the Champions League? And then, and then a second half later, I had to apologize for my outburst because
Yo,
that
Daniel.
10 to
Daniel's
15
comment.
minutes.
Daniel's comment did not age well at all. I think he posted Barcelona cannot win the Premier League. I think that did not age well. That aged very badly.
Man. But I mean, that attack is nuclear, bro. Like the pass for the 3-2, like I was saying in the group, that was out of nothing. Like Lamigo was just standing and then just outside of the foot whips the pass, throw and goal. Rafinha just pull back penalty, and it's like that guy specifically. Man, I keep saying this guy's messy. These guys. I'm just before that. Remember that open goal he missed? He was the one that started that move. Drives inside, collapses defense, and then is comfortable to pick. How many times have I seen Messi do that before? That's something else, man. It would be so interesting to see how they play Arsenal because I do think that's the semi-final matchup. It'll be so interesting to see how that game is going to go. I think that'll be the game of the. I think that'll be the game of the tournament.
Anyway, AK, what about you?
Can you guys hear me?
We can hear you quite well.
It was a good game. It was a good game. I told my friend, actually, now he's an Arsenal fan. Last week, he was like, he was trying to hype this Newcastle team. I'm like, that a good team, but it's what you expect from a Premier League team. Intensity. And it's so funny that before I joined the pod, I was listening to my guy at TikTok. He's a Barca fan, Percy 5 Pacifista. That's his name on TikTok. Yeah, check him out. Yeah, and it was like, yeah, we destroyed the intensity league today, you know. But the beauty about this game today is I was telling my guy that I don't think they can play that intensity for 90 minutes at Camp Nou
Nah.
because that pitch is wide. And these boys are used to this
it's
pitch. You
big.
understand? And it's so funny that even Joe Linton said it. I was trying to find the quotes verbatim, and it was like, you press a player before you know the ball has left that player. You go to the other player. I mean, in less than 2 seconds, you're already chasing yourself. Before you're already pressing yourself. That's how difficult it was for them today, man. And I knew it was going to pan out like this. I didn't see 7-2, but I knew one thing for sure. There's no way Newcastle will win with this intensity, high line, run up and down. In Camp Nou, they will chase shadows. You can do it in England. You can do it in England very well. You understand? But when it comes to Camp Nou, that's a temple now. That's the holy ground of football. No matter how you want to laugh at them, that's a temple right there. You have to respect them. You understand? So I just feel like they went with that intensity, passion, desire. That's where that's going to take you. It's a level to take it to. If you don't have the capacity to play against these guys the way they play, look at the way the Atleticos and the Co play by Barcelona. They know when to play them. Even Simeone, he said, I'm happy I scored 4 against them because when he knew that when he goes to Camp Nou, he knows he cannot win there. There's no how you can win them there. It's only Madrid that has their antidotes, that knows how to handle them. And then once in a while, all this Celta Vigo, once in a while, fluke results here and there. So I wasn't expecting anything different. It's what I was expecting that I saw. You know, understand? I mean, Yamal brilliance was, he stood out again today. Look at that assist he gave to, was it Rafinha? The
Yeah.
Rafinha plays the ball that if he tries to flick it, but he brought the ball back in a split of, I think it was Dan Bond that he just made him look at it. He just made him look useless.
Bro.
He just reduced Dan Bond's value by 50%. You understand? But it was a good game today by the La Masia boys, man. It just tells you that, when I tell people that, listen, the Premier League is good, though. It's fast, it's pacey, intensity, but that's not just football. That's not just football. Football is deeper than that. And I'm happy that the La Masia boys showed it today, man. So that's how the game panned out, pretty much.
Yeah, it does seem to me like definitely has a technical edge on the Premier League. Like even though
I don't think so. I don't think they will last. Let's say they move to the Premier League. I don't think they will adapt. But when you
yeah,
come to their own, when you come and meet them, they will show you football. They will show you football.
no, I know. I think, of course, maybe from an intensity standpoint, maybe physicality, of course, Premier League has an advantage. But when it comes to like technique, I think they have a technical advantage.
Oh yeah.
Like even at that school that we make fun of a lot of times, I saw them against Spurs today. Sometimes when you see them knocking the ball around, my goodness, like I'm like, what are we watching? What are we even enjoying in the Prem? It just looks
But if
different.
you see, if you watch Pedri, man, bro, and you see how this guy is not like the most. He's not the tallest, but the way he dominates the midfield and the way he knocks, like creates space, like he's just his IQ is just on another level, man.
But that's also the thing, though. I think Newcastle today did a really good job of keeping Pedri very quiet.
I
Like I
think they
remember,
did.
like around the
I
25th
think I
minute,
didn't really see him that
26th
much
minute,
today. So.
Pedri was not on the ball. So I think that was definitely something they did intentionally.
Yeah.
Yeah,
But then it's like they also now have like 3 other match winners on the floor as well. So there's only
Mhm.
so much you can do to keep Barcelona at bay sometimes. But keeping Pedri at bay
Funny thing
is
is,
something that other teams can look at and be like, all right, this is how
Yeah,
Newcastle executed that, and
if you
let's see.
pick up one player, of course you can keep him quiet. But just that, of course, that's why you have like a
it's
team.
it's the runners, man. It's
Yeah, the
like
runners are crazy.
before you look your shoulder, like somebody's making a run, and Pedri is trying to play that long pass over your defense. Like if you, like it's just crazy. Like, if you don't have people that have recovery pace, like just forget it. Like it's not gonna work.
Mhm.
I've noticed that lately they don't even worry about this transfer rubbish. They have a La Masia, three of three boys waiting. There are like three waiting now.
They're like three down man.
In every position, there's there's one Javier Espas coming now. There's just don't worry, they're ready. Listen, it works for them. It works for them.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean you have to go and copy that model. That's why it's a management thing. What works for them works for them. When they tried doing that rubbish they want to buy from Europe, they almost collapsed. They went back to the drawing board. You understand?
No,
They,
for
yeah,
real.
they got the drawing board.
Bankrupt.
Yeah, like so what works for them works for them.
I know.
So this one like because I want because you were talking about they have good youth players now. This one club in London is listening to this rubbish you're saying, and they'll go let's not even we'll go there, but okay.
Anyway, let's move on to I don't think we spend too much time on the Bayern game. They won 4-1. I'm not even sure why Atlanta showed up. Atlanta for those cuckoo just rest. They went
We
for
just forfeit that match, collect 3-0 on to the next one.
for real. Bayern was brilliant. I just want to shout out to Harry Kane, man. This goal he scored. My goodness. Hey, that guy. At this point, I
Yeah,
think I don't really have the words for him to describe him anymore. Honestly, he's
I
a
just saw
striker.
I just saw a record that he now has like 50 goals in the Premier League,
Yeah,
in the Champions League. I mean,
yeah.
yeah,
This guy joined him today now. I think Salah. They both have 50.
yeah, 15.
But no, you guys should watch that goal he scored, man. The way he turned like three defenders, they were like really tight to him and just picked his spot. It was brilliant. It was brilliant. That guy is the complete striker. But yeah, we don't need to spend too much time on that game. Unless
I
anybody-
think I think the right question around this bias. We knew that even Atlanta, they knew that. I mean, Atalanta, they knew that the game is just it's just a game to expand their exposure globally in Europe. That was the part of this game for them. Even Bayern people, they know that. They know this was not like a major. This was like a warm up to games for them. Then the real question is: gone to you guys' head? Do you think Bayern can win the Champions League? Are they
Of
like
course.
major contenders for the
No,
Champions
of
League?
course. Of
No.
course. We'll
Yeah,
get to the prediction after this. After this, let's complete this. We'll predict. We'll do our
Okay.
predictions. Yeah, but does anyone have anything to say on the Bayern Atlanta game? Because I'm pretty sure the game went exactly how everyone predicted. They definitely whooped their
Is
asses.
it 10-1 or 9-1 or 10-2?
10-1 or not 10, yeah, 10-1 or 10-2.
Now they are doing is with that. Next, I beg.
Yeah. Lookman has some nice
No.
Lookman Lookman. Sorry. My brain just did something crazy right now. Sorry, I was thinking of the Tottenham versus Atletico Madrid. But yeah, I guess we have nothing to say on the Bayern game. They did their thing. Harry Kane did his thing. Olise did his thing. Diaz did his thing. Nice chip goal. But yeah, I mean Bayern did look a bit prone to set pieces. I would say that one actually. I think Atlanta scored from a set piece.
Did that small boy play? Did you watch that boy?
Leonard Cow,
The 16 or 17-year-old boy.
yep, he balled as usual. He scored too. But yeah, I do think Bayern are a bit prone to set pieces. If you know what I'm thinking, if you know why I'm saying that. But let's move on. Tottenham versus Atletico Madrid, probably one of the more competitive games of the round, surprisingly.
Mhm.
Tottenham actually showed up. They played pretty well, fast football. They set off dominating possession before Atletico started dominating possession towards the end. But yeah, this was probably the best performance from Javi Simons I've seen
Yes.
outside of YouTube.
Yes.
So he he actually I won't lie, this is the first game I'm ever seeing him, and like
Yes.
I was
Yes.
impressed. Yeah, but he did well. Atletico Madrid probably just came here to go through the motions and win. I don't know. They did not expect what Tottenham had in store for them, but they went through. They did enough, I guess. But if Spurs play like this, I think they can survive relegation. If they play like this, so what do you guys think?
Premier
The
League won't
Liverpool
let.
draw was a big boost for them. That really helped their confidence.
Who?
The Liverpool draw that
Oh.
they had against their game week. I think that really played. I don't know if they didn't win, if they didn't come out of that Liverpool game with anything. I don't know if they really do anything against Atletico Madrid today. But I think that really helped their confidence.
What about you, Ini?
I think a big part of Tottenham's problem this season has been like their defense. I feel like in the first leg they didn't ship like 5 goals in. Coming back to the sports stadium would have been a different game. And you mentioned something about Xavi Simons. Like I feel like his kind of game is more model to like the European nights where there's a little more space, transitions. Not typical Premier League trying to break down everybody barging into you, type of football. But yeah, it's one of the most impressive performances I've seen, like from Ego Tudor so far. Like they put up a fight, but I mean, there's nothing much to say. They're out and back to the Premier League, fighting for survival.
Anyway,
Man, I think for me, I think we have to really like it. I don't think we really give shout out to. I know we just started the sport team, but what Diego Simeone has done for Atletico Madrid needs to be studied. It needs to be in because people don't really understand how Atletico were When I saw when they signed him, when it was in AIT television, I can't forget. I didn't know who the hell he was. I didn't know what Atletico Madrid was. I was seeing I was like, is this 17 or 15? I don't even know what that was at that time. I don't know. But it was AIT, Sport Extra. You understand? Go and verify. Chidalu, that's your favorite one. You understand? And they just said if I find a new coach, Diego Simeone, I didn't know about. All I knew at that time was just pretty much Chelsea and the major clubs.
Mm-hmm.
Then before I knew it, after paying attention to world of football, I don't know that this Simone guy is still there since that time. So when I think of him, I think of AIT Sport Extra. And the way he has taken that club and elevated that club
Right.
to where they are now.
Mm-hmm.
And if there's any professional, serious club in world of football, it's Atletico Madrid. They don't care about the flicks and trades. They don't care about the glamour. He's not a glamorous guy. It's just the amount of money he has. You understand? They care about winning the football match.
Mm-hmm.
If it's a two-leg game, can we qualify by hook, by crook? No wonder that dressed as Peaky Blinders now. That's what depicts Simeone and those boys.
AK, let me cut you off real quick. I feel like the most Atletico coded player in the world of football is Enzo Fernandez.
You know, I have one more player, Christian Romero.
Oh yeah.
He looks like an Atletico guy,
Yeah.
bro.
You understand? Like this, and they're very direct. They go for a certain profile of player that suits Simeone, that plays like Simeone on the pitch, and even Simeone as a player. I'm sure you have seen the pictures and the videos of him as a player, how dogged and rough he was. Even look at his son, Giuliano Simeone. Look how dogged and rough, and you know what I'm saying. That's just it just depicts the manager, true and true. And shout out to Atletico Madrid, man. They got Lookman to balance that chaos up. You know what I'm saying? There's a bit of creativity up top. I saw Julian Alvarez go to them like Jesus Christ. This is a striker.
That's
This is a proper European number 9. You understand? He made this guy to lose the balls. I think Simmons, right? He made Simmons to lose the ball, and I don't know how. And that was from his own box. I don't know how he ended up in his own box to score that kind of goal. So they have good players. They have players that can fight. So listen, just watch out for them this Champions League, man. Just watch out for them. Just watch out for them. So, but I don't care about Tottenham. I've said it before. Their focus was this was a wrong priority for them. This Champions League. Focus on your relegation battle and make sure you survive yourself because I need you next season. That's what I'm saying. But shout out to Atletico, man, and Simeone.
Yeah. So, do you have anything to say about Atletico?
No, just business as usual. Expect them to get knocked down in the quarterfinals against Barcelona. Right where they've always been. So.
All right. What about the Liverpool Galatasaray? That was hey, I won't lie, I had the
I told you.
down.
I told you about it.
But yeah, I don't think anybody here gave Galatasaray a chance, especially after seeing the Juventus thing. Me, I was hoping they could just do something for boys, man. Honestly. I wanted to laugh at Liverpool, but I didn't really believe that they could, especially after seeing what Juventus did to them in second leg. But yeah, that's another fixture where we don't really spend too much time. They destroyed them. In fact, it could have been like 10. I kid you not, that match should have been like 10-0. And I think they were not helped with Osimhen getting injured early. So that probably messed up everything for them.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, those guys were. I think their fans were banned, so that probably even helped them because they seemed so scattered in Anfield. Like when Anfield terrorized them, like they looked scared of their skin. They looked scared of themselves. Like defense was complete rubbish. Almost every Liverpool attack seemed like it was going to end up in a goal. If they were more pro, like Liverpool, that first half they needed to. I felt like they needed shooting practice because they should have scored so many goals.
Yeah.
But anyway, it was a great performance for them. I'm not really going to this performance did not really. I didn't learn anything about Liverpool in this game. I expected them to win and dominate, and they did that. So yeah, for me, it's about the next game, PSG. But they completely decimated Galatasaray. Reds played really well, but we've seen him play well in Champions League before for Liverpool. Salah did Salah things. I gave him a compliment on the group chat. He came for my neck. But he scored a nice goal. Ekitike looked really, really good. They all looked good, maybe except from a shooting point of view. Well, yeah. Any thoughts on Liverpool, guys?
Man, listen, I told you guys, and I'm happy nobody argued with me because rather than that, I would have brought my lawyer to come and win the case for me. But from the first leg, I told you for that first 15, 20 minutes, they would have finished this tie from the first 15, 20 minutes. You understand? From that first leg. And I'm like, as I that, these Galatasaray guys, but they're not really ready for the Champions League, man. They're not ready for it. Let's cut the BS. And Osimhen, even you know Osimhen, and I like Osimhen, he doesn't waste time. Once he peep, because he's a foreseer, like my brother Imi, once he peeps that this land, no, there's no promise in this land at all. He knows what to do. I trust him. He knows what to do. That injury will come by force, by fire. The injury must come. I'm not saying he faked it too. I'm just saying the injury has a way of coming when it's time for it to go.
He be ducking smoke sometimes, but you give him
I think Sam said that. I mean, that this guy be ducking smoke every time.
like because he knew, in even that first leg, he knew that this is a wrap. There's not how you go to Anfield and play the way you played at your home. They will kill you now. They will definitely kill you, no matter how bad Liverpool want to be this season. So I knew that they cannot survive the Arsenal and the force and the firepower that Liverpool pour at them. And good game from this guy, like you mentioned, Verts, Zoboslai, Van Dijk was picking some good passes today. You know, that was the old Van Dijk. I thought you'd be hyping Van Dijk, you're hyping Salah. Salah scored a good goal. Which one is Salah special? Are you not?
That was a star special right there. How many times have we seen
Guy said
score?
Salah special. I see
he
some
missed.
kind
I
of
think he missed like 2 goals prior to that. It was not still the Salah we know.
Yo, what I mean by slash? Okay, maybe I not explain myself.
you
Well.
you you
That
you you
goal,
you stretched it.
that goal he scored. That's a Salah
Mm-hmm.
kind of goal, like cutting it to his left and bending it to the top corner. That was a Salah. That's a Salah special right there.
He said you're describing it with so much poise and relaxation and all the proper adjective. Top corner. Called it. This one. This one. I said that you like Salah and you deny it. But anyway, good game, good one from Liverpool. I just feel like this Liverpool team, like, watch out for them, so because there's pretty much no pressure and no eyes on them in this Champions League.
Fair.
You understand? And the way they are going silently, they might. Let's be for real. This PSG we saw, based on their strengths of last season and this season, they don't look strong enough. And if Liverpool come to the party, they just might edge them out. And at that point, it's up for anybody. You understand? So good one from Liverpool today, man. They got the job done.
Liverpool might edge who else?
And they listen like this. I say,
Can I drink water?
Drink water, man.
Can I drink my water?
He
Please?
said somebody is not on their last season form. Liverpool and PSG who are more off their last season form.
I said based on this Champions League run.
Yeah.
This Champions League run, I didn't use league form.
Okay.
Even league form too. Okay, yes, they're on top, but obviously that's supposed to be.
They're not at the best in the league, but I mean,
You understand? But what I'm saying, what I'm just trying to say is, with the way they are just moving like this, you know, they everybody think they are dead in the league. Pretty much written them off. You understand? All this could play, you know, positively to Liverpool in the Champions League. They've done it before. History has a way of playing itself out. 04, the 04 AC Milan Liverpool that we all watched and we were all in JSS1 or JSS2. Remember, they were doing very poor in the league. You understand? Then they just stylishly found their way out. You know what I'm saying? That Liverpool have this way of doing like they have this way of just finding the way out in the Champions League. And with what I've seen from this PSG, yes, I got walloped. Yes, I got decimated. Yes, they beat me true and true. But I don't think it was the best of Chelsea. Moving on. Moving on.
anyway, let's move on to yesterday's games. We can start with like Bayern, Arsenal versus Bayern. Okay, that's another game where it pretty much played out where everyone expected it to. Of course, it was Emirates Stadium. It was not much that could happen. Arsenal showed up and we were very professional about it. Eze scored a magnificent goal. This is exactly why we bought a player like him, someone that can just create something and score from out of nothing. That's kind of what I like to see from Eze, like out of nowhere, the banger. That goal was beautiful. Honestly, I was let me not say things I should not say, but it was a beautiful goal. And then Rice also topped it up 2-0. Leverkusen actually had some strong-ish moments. They actually played they played well. Maybe not very well, but they played well enough that they pegged Arsenal back a few times. But it was a game Arsenal handled the way it should be handled. I don't think I need to spend too much time on it. I was hoping Dalman would come in and score a goal, but it did not happen. Professional win.
Why should we waste time on this one? We already knew that Arsenal will find a way to qualify or win the game, especially after that win against Everton. That was a major morale booster for them. And everything is good. I feel like talking about Arsenal now is nothing boring because everything good is going with Arsenal now. Even to the point that we're even seeing Thames hanging out with them. You understand?
You see who hang out with them.
We're seeing Thames now. It's not Thames, it's Saka. That they will drop the song when you guys win the league. Is that not the plan? When you guys win, they will drop the song and drop the full video. Everything is going on with you guys now. You understand? I won't be surprised.
They're already preparing their documentary already.
I'm not even
Preparing.
not
It's
everybody
done.
calm down. This is not yet over.
The
But
work is done. They will add the final touch when they win the league. But they've done the full
they
the
did
content
document
is ready.
if they did documentary when we came fifth, they might as well do it now. I beg. But anyway, it was a straightforward win. Yeah, probably one of the more calm games. Probably one of my calmest games the past couple of months. So yeah, anybody have any pointers from the game or takes from the game? Because I don't really
I
have.
mean, let it all work out. It's not working out. It's sweeting you now.
Hey, Eze's on form.
You don't want to call it. You don't want to say. You know what he said? He said, "I don't want to say one thing I don't want to say about Eze." But anyway,
Yeah,
because very soon he will call him his next to Zico now. His next to Zico. His next to
Yeah, Arsenal has not lost. The only game Arsenal has lost this season is against Man U, and that's for a reason. So there's no need to talk about that. I knew they were going to walk over them. That was a very professional win. So nothing much to add.
okay. All right, now we can. You guys don't want to glaze my boys, but it's all right. We'll move on to the next.
You ain't glazing.
Man City Madrid, another Premier League team that that Premier League team buys the dust. I've been having to talk about. It was City actually played well. They played very well. I mean, I feel like they went out with their heads held high. If I'm being honest, despite I think they lost the game. Damn.
It's because of scoreline now. That's why you're saying that. Because Vinicius should have had a hat trick in that game.
Really?
And they disgraced them like at home. Well, what will you say?
No, but they had a red card. Very very stupid red card for
Oh,
Bernardo
yeah,
Silva.
true.
but something will cause red card now. Something will cause red card.
True,
You won't
true.
just go and say,
Should have been a
"Referee, give me
goal.
red card." Do I feel
Should have
like
been a
having red
goal.
card?
Should have been a goal and used his hand. But City got a lot of chances in that game, though. City got a lot of chances in that game. They could have, even after going down to 10 men, they had a lot of chances. It's just
Yeah,
that
true.
they were not clinical. The goal Haaland even managed to score was very, very scruffy.
Mm-hmm.
What was up with the Viking. He's not been
He needed that goal. Oh. A striker having this kind of bad patch to collect anything right now.
nah,
Tap in, put the ball, put the body in. It's not VAR. It's offside. They will collect anything right now, bro. So he needed that. That's a big one for him. Trust me.
yeah, but Madrid won 2-1. I think this is the third time in a row they're kicking City out of the Champions League. At this point, is spooky times.
Yeah, boogie. They are boogie team.
At this point,
them
that's
and Tottenham.
The only issue with the game was Vinicius played well. We pretty much knew that no matter the Rema will not tada. Pep is not having it
he
that
played
much.
well. He played well, but that guy they missed chance. Jesus.
I didn't see it happening. To be fair with you, Abalo has proven to me that he's a born and bred Madrid star. He's not doing so much. He knows how to handle these players, not too much information. They know what to do. Just tell them it's Champions League night. In fact, just play the anthem for Madrid. Don't stress them. Play the anthem for them, and they'll get the job done. Done. I mean, and they did well. My only thing from Vinicius was, you're having a good game. You have scored a good goal. Oh, Dios, which one is like this? Because now you would do this one now. When they do this for you now, you start complaining. That's just my own. And I love him to beat. I'm not against shading, but when you throw it like garbage in, garbage out, if they throw it to you, if they throw it back to you, don't complain. That's my own. But it was a good game. It was a good game for Madrid, man.
I wouldn't say Bodo has impressed me, if I'm being honest, except for this City game, yes. But I don't know how much of that is due to City because I still watch them in the league, game in, game out. Their performances haven't really improved that much, if I'm being honest. So this trashing of City to me is a surprise. It came out of nowhere. I know if you watched the last episode, I predicted City to beat them just based on how they are playing in their league. But like AK said, I guess maybe in the Champions League, I don't know. But yeah, they shocked me. I can't lie. They shocked me. But I don't know how much of this shock is due to Champions League anthem or City being terrible.
It is a Champions League anthem. I don't know how I'm not trying to be funny, but I'm for real. Even ex-players, even Trent has even said, like, bro, when it's Champions League time, the mood, even the stadium, the city is very, very much different. Like, training is different. Like, they feel it. They feel it more. Mm-hmm. You understand? That's why they have that. They have that, the highest holders of the Champions League for a reason. You understand? Like when Mikel interviewed Ancelotti and they were asking about Madrid and Champions League, he didn't even speak much about tactics. It's just more of man management. You understand? So just when it comes to Madrid, have a good man management. Obviously, tactics has to be there. But when it comes to the Champions League, I've not seen that famous quote during that final that Ancelotti came out and said, "Oh, they postponed the time to extra 1 hour." Then Carabao was like, no problem. It's final. We'll go and beat them. It's not Champions League. It doesn't matter between the time. Like they were so relaxed about it because it's Champions League. So
I heard someone interview. Did you say Mikel?
Yeah, Mikel interviewed Ancelotti.
Yeah, I get
honest. I say honest podcast. I Mikel will be podcast now.
I get grab with Mikel. But we'll get to Mikel later in future. But anyway, yeah, maybe we all know that Madrid are Champions League is their bread and butter for sure. But we'll see. We'll see if they can get past Bayern. We'll see about that. I have my doubts, but we'll get to that. Did you guys see where Trent was making fun of Doku? Doku was actually brilliant, by the way. But did you guys see Trent making fun of him? I don't know who he was talking to, but he was kind of imitating Doku's.
Yeah, that he was trying to like, don't worry. See, when you win, your mouth is always sweet. I think Bayern is going to be a real test for him. You know, where you have like explosive wingers and that can do you damage.
Not for Valverde, they for finishing. If not for Valverde, finishing.
I won't lie, I was happy when I saw it because I feel like one of Trent's biggest flaws is just that he has this good boy Sunday school boy look. Mm-hmm. He lacks that a bit of nastiness in him, you know. And as a defender, you need that too. And his biggest critic is he's not good in defending, so he needs to find a way to, like, you know, just toughen up a little bit and just have that just a little sprinkle of that bad boy nastiness in him. And I was happy to see it. Yeah, the game needs that. The game needs that. I'm not against it.
It was funny. But anyway, let's go to Chelsea versus PSG. That's probably the
okay. My battery's going down. It's dying now. Bye.
Yeah. If there's a team that can pull this off, if there's a team that can have a bad season in the league and win the Champions League,
there's a world where
there's a world where
when they give you a 2 and you have to rethink your life.
Hey, Homer, just want to give us content back to back. This is so unprecedented.
Well, we needed to score we needed to score three to tie, and in the first
So,
40 minutes, considered two goals. It was like film trick, bro. I was watching the game like what's happening, bro? It like the first 3 minutes, just you know when you send the ball, they play in the other half, and they do their 1-2-1-2. It was now too easy to have the ball. Goalkeeper sends one long ball, bad touch, first goal. I was looking like, bro, I'd never been shocked. Like, I was just like, we are bad, but like, we can't be this bad.
you,
You know,
Bakula
bro.
was having
I
the
don't
best.
even know. I don't even know what to say, but man,
Bakula
it's
was
dark time,
having the
man.
time
Dark
of his life.
times.
Bakula was having the time of his life. Hey, God, Varaskelia, all of them. I was like, what is going on? I don't even know because
No, somebody will feel my pain, and I think it's Liverpool. In this next round, somebody will feel my pain.
I beg, what is going on with Chelsea, man?
Talk now. Everybody start talking
What
now.
is going on with Chelsea? I beg.
Everybody should talk.
Because first of all, I think I don't know this Liam Rizino. I think he's literally the embodiment of these Gen Z coaches. Because I remember the Amorim and that game, the FA Cup game where they got kicked out by Grimsby. Like when things are going badly, almost what they write. What they,
He was scratching his head like I've never seen him so
Look at
rattled,
Toby's
bro.
face.
guy, I was like, bro, there's
Look at
absolutely
Toby's face when you saw
no, bro. That shit reminded me of Amorim and Grimsby. I'm like, there's no way you have what do you have to say? You're losing three. What are you saying? 90 minutes, you're writing, giving Ganacho paper. What's that? There's nothing on
Like,
that paper that would have
and they
changed that
gave the
game.
wrongest guy for that paper.
Yeah, I can bet when there's nothing on that paper that was important enough. I mean, is it writing names of people that will serve punishment when they get back to locker
I ain't
room?
gonna lie. You know those those what they call it, that they auction your stuff. You need to auction that paper. I want to buy that paper, bro. I want to buy
I want to
that.
see what he wrote inside.
Yo, when Ganacho had that paper, like walking up to the pitch, that guy was every single one of us because this guy was looking like, why this guy give this thing now?
Yeah,
When now
the wrongest guy gave the paper.
Ganacho looks so mad. Nah, bro. Nah.
Okay, all right.
Rosinha is
Ini,
a legend.
Ini.
Yeah.
Silent night, holy night.
Well, I mean, I love the goals here just scored though. That what's his name again? Is it Mayulu? That Mayulu's goal was very
Yeah,
My,
that
but
youngster. That was a
the, first,
crazy play.
the first thing I saw was Caicedo because Caicedo was very, very close. And it kind of took me back to what AK was saying. Why was he not closing him down? I didn't expect guy. Imagine the Caicedo of before. You're just right next to the player about to shoot. You just did like start you. I was like, wait, what? This cannot be who was almost unanimously the best central defensive midfielder at some point in the season. That looked a bit weird. Like he was
Yeah,
scared.
but with your point though, I feel like in the past like month and a half, Caicedo has not been good. He's been having, and I think it's because of this Rosinio tactics. Like he's having to cover a lot of ground. There's too much spaces when Enzo goes forward. Like he has to recover. So it's been very difficult, like tactically adjusting. But that's still an excuse. He's just been a very poor form. Especially I think in the last 2 months. But yeah, man. There's nothing I want to say about this club I haven't said. So, okay, that's you.
okay, I feel like I'm so happy because I'm very. I know you. I know you're a funny guy. I'm gonna put this part. I said I'm so happy, and then they will attack me. As usual.
I'm so
But
why are you happy, Seth?
no, because to be real with you, man. After that Saturday's game, I think it was you I spoke to, Chidalu, or was it Vayu? I can't remember. Or was it Japheth? I never, that I had a certain emotion of I was just down. Like I was down. I was sad. I really, I felt it. I felt it. I felt what it means to be sad. Like I'm not trying to fake it,
Yeah.
and it really hits me because I was like I couldn't really put my head around how has my team gone this bad. So it hits me. I think that sadness that really like like got on me that bad that week really helped me for the emotional strength for this game because this is the beauty about football is once there's problem from the top, just give it time to show on the pitch. You understand? I take you guys back to the glory days of Arsenal under Arsene Wenger after they won the Invisibles and everything. After a while, you've noticed because then they had Henry, they had Perez, Bloomberg, they even had Kanu at the bench, they had Woodford on the bench, they had players, quality squad, men them. You understand? After a while, it started trickling down. The vision of the ownership had to change to like let's make profits. Can we buy 3 million and sell 40 million? They tried it for the first guy. Right now, is it Flamini or Claire? We work. They try for Song. They try for Juru. This thing actually works. So now, I even buy a new stadium. We're making money. We're making top four. The fans were crying. The fans were clamoring. Before you know it, before it went to 5 years, 10 years, 20 years, no major trophy. Why? The club vision just it dwindled and it went straight to let's make profits. And look at what's happening at Chelsea. A club whereby we had quality in every department. And that was our model. And I told you, I'm telling you, listen, Barca can work with La Masia and then they'll win the league. They did it last night. They might do it again. That's what works for them.
Right.
Chelsea model is we buy the best of the best quality, put them together, go on and win. What works for you works for you. I keep telling you guys this thing, man. This new system that this owners are trying to do,
This
it's
is
not
like a
working.
rant right now, Ike. Sorry.
No,
Oh, no.
no. See, it will get to a point there. You will think about Chelsea. You will not think, "Am I mad?" Or I'm telling you, you have to check your cognitive reasoning to just reassure
Yeah,
yourself
I
that
just
okay,
remember something.
I'm stable, I'm mentally okay because it doesn't make any sense.
Yeah.
You understand? Like, look, why should a Mamadou Sarr, a Jorge and I'm not trying to single out these guys. They are wonderful prospects, quote unquote prospects. Why should Chelsea play a Champions League knockout match? And I'm playing these guys. And I told someone, look at the Champions League final that I won, 2012. I won that final because when you look at who that played, you can say yes, they were still new boys, but the Cahill, Luis, I know Luis played, Ryan Bertrand and Co. But when they turn, look at how they're seen on the bench and the stands. They're seen men. They're seen John Terry, Ivanovic. They're seen men, ancient of days. I looked at my bench in this PSG match. I look at my technical staff, look at my bench, I say, can this be Chelsea? I look at the bench, I'm seeing Tosin, Badiashile, Ganacho, all these guys, Lian Delap, warming up. Look at my technical staff. I'm looking at the names of my technical staff. I'm like, my God. So if we put all these things together, that result was supposed to come. It was just holding it. It was just being patient.
Now you're onto something. You know why? Think about it, though. Like I just saw that huddle gate thing. We've not even talked about that huddle gate stuff that happened where Chelsea players gather around the football and whatnot. Like what the hell was going on there? And I saw Liam Rosinho's press conference after that. It never help matters. If I was him, common sense, you get OT. I would have just laughed it off. The guy started explaining the thing, saying, "Yeah, we have to respect the ball. The players came up with that." I'm like, guy, are these people watching Coco Melon in their dressing room? Like,
Bro,
what?
I said,
So
bro,
foolish.
listen, with all due respect to the man, bro, I don't blame him. If the man is your uncle and the Chelsea job for say you want to tell us go and take it. I think person don't butter your bread. Go chop.
Yeah.
Because the guy is literally not meant for this right
It's,
now.
it's
It's
not supposed to
clear.
be there in the first
It's
place.
not. It's like I don't understand if these Chelsea owners are running like a dictatorship kind of government, whereby once you speak against them or speak your mind, you're in trouble. Maresca said on the centre back, on the defender, he got hacked out. Tuchel said he couldn't be in tandem with this idea of football they want to play. They sacked him. Even when Pochettino was playing bad, when he started picking up results, I know he started talking about transfer and stuff. They sacked him. You
Anyway,
understand? Like you want to get a yes man, you want to kill the club, then kill the club. Not me. You won't kill me. I've won it all. And when this jersey today, with pride that I'm from a small boy all the way in Lagos, young fan, and I've seen my club won it all, literally everything. It's a thing of joy. I just feel for these new fans that haven't only seen these things. But if you're a fan of Chelsea and you have seen us win everything, man, hold your head up high. We've won it all. We've won it all. It's painful now, but we've won it all.
to begin,
You understand? But this is what you get when the administration is bad. It's going to trickle down and you're going to get a result like this. And the only way to solve this situation is get this bully, whatever they are, out of the equation. Get new ownership, get a proper manager, sign proper players, and take us back to where we belong. But this is not my Chelsea. No, it's not. It's not.
So we made an interesting face there. So we have any points on the Chelsea before we move on?
No, I agree with that. I agree with
Oh, you
him.
agree with him? Okay. That's fair. That's fine. Anyway, the next fixture, I think all of us here, whereas we're all supporting Bodo. Bodo was everyone's second club, but unfortunately,
Not all of us said it was you. Why are you trying to put everybody in your own shoe? But
okay, ini
so
obi
baby,
right?
look here.
I'm with
not
you.
there,
I
man.
was supposed to, I said
I
they were
was
always.
not there.
I
Oh.
was not
Okay,
there.
me and
You just
I
came
saw
out
it
and say all of us
where
here.
me and ini we are supporting Bodo. It's okay.
I
It's
saw
all right.
I was saying that there was a world where Bodo beats Sporting and Bodo faces Arsenal
Hey,
and
carry
Bodo.
your word and
I was
go.
telling
No,
I was
me, I
Carry your
wanted to
word.
I
I
wanted
was
to
telling
face
you that it's
Bodo.
like Bodo has a script in Arsenal's UCL story,
I
but it
know
didn't
I was supporting your
that way.
story. I was supporting your Bodo support. I wanted Bodo to play us now. I was hoping for them. I certainly did not really want to play Sporting. If you give me Bodo Sporting, I'll take Bodo every day. But unfortunately, Sporting came back and won 5-0. Well, and
It was
look at,
five? I thought it was four.
Yeah, it
I
was
think
five.
it was 5. I think they've gone under the radar actually because I think they made the top. They made the top 8 as well. They've had a very good season.
Oh yeah,
And their striker Luis Suarez has been really good. His numbers are crazy. I'm like, Gyökeres, Suarez,
They so
Suarez.
they sold Jokeres and replaced him.
I'm like, damn, bro. But yeah, they're a very good team to watch too. There's a lot of nice goals. And Bodo tried. Bodo actually had a lot of chances. They hit the bar 2 times, if I'm correct. But it wasn't to be. So the most beautiful story of this season has ended. At least my most beautiful story of this season. Me and Ini. But
It's good to see a team like Bodo like actually make it to the round of 16. It's like especially in this kind of like format. So
Yeah.
yeah, but winning 3-0 and losing 5-0, man, that's crazy. But anyway, I don't have any takes of the game. Do you guys have any takes of the game?
No, I think they will come back stronger next season. I know there's a prize money to be won when you go to the round of 16, right? They give you like a certain amount of money.
Yeah.
And I know also because of how well they've done, other big teams look at their club, buy players from them. Look at that the way they play and when you hype them up. I think they have a good style of play, and they have a good structure. I think with the money that they will make from the round of 16, and also them. I think that when they won that league now, I just feel like they will invest more, and then they would, with this experience that they've had in the Champions League, they will come back stronger next season. They're a good team. They're a good team.
Yeah. Anyway, let's do our predictions for the next round. Since I know we have Chelsea. No, that's not Chelsea. PSG versus Liverpool.
I'll
You know
take
what?
it
You know
to
what's funny? You know what's funny?
if you want to progress us,
You
I'll
know
take
what? I think
it.
I didn't call that Chelsea. Me because I call the thing say Chelsea and who? I thought they wish.
Okay, so I know there's Chelsea, Liverpool. Oh, what am I saying? PSG versus Liverpool and Bayern versus
Real
Madrid.
Madrid.
Yeah, I mean, for me, of course, I have PSG going through. Definitely.
Yeah, I have PSG going to as well.
Except
Me
Liverpool.
as well.
Liverpool.
It's just one day difference.
No. Liverpool. I know what I'm saying. Liverpool. Yeah. I
Okay.
don't. I don't think.
Okay.
I don't think that 15 minutes of madness that I displayed at their stadium is it part of the Prince? Yes. I don't think Liverpool players will display that same 15 minutes of madness. I don't think. I don't think they will be this open and naive when they come to England. Yes, they might have the ball PSG, but I just feel like the maturity of Liverpool. Yes, they're not having a good season. Yes, but that maturity of Liverpool will speak for them when they play PSG. And the first 70 minutes of that game as Parc des Princes, we saw the weaknesses of the weakness of this PSG team.
Yeah.
There's space in that team. Marquinhos was stretching to Neto's side. There. We saw it's just that we didn't just take
Yeah.
advantage of it. But
We players.
I don't think this Liverpool team will be that inexperienced and naive enough to be that exposed. So that being said, I feel they will test each other. Liverpool doesn't think that they're not really thinking about the Premier League anymore. Their focus is this Champions League. So with that experience and that quality, I'm going for Liverpool.
Yeah, my reason is mostly because I think Liverpool has had this soft underbelly throughout the entire season. Whenever they concede, they seem to always collapse almost every single time. So I don't really trust them to concede against PSG and not concede a couple of more after that. That's why I can't trust them at all. And PSG will definitely score goals against
Yeah.
them.
It's going to be a high scoring tie for sure. But like I kind of agree with what Ike said because they're not going to be that naive at the back. Because they have more ball playing centre backs are a little bit more comfortable on the ball and those long balls as well, being able to deal with like headers. They're not just going to be as defensively open as we saw in this previous tie. And Liverpool are a very good transition team. Like Ike said, Marquinhos had that playing the high line with players like Ekitike and Salah. There's lots of space to exploit
Will be a
behind.
good game.
Yeah, so it's going to be a very high scoring tie, but I still think the quality of PSG just show, and and like we said earlier, it's this Champions League has just been moments, of brilliance and quality that is gonna dictate,
Mhm.
and I see PSG going through.
And to be honest with you, to be really shout out and respect to PSG, but I didn't see that quality. I didn't see that quality. I
Yo,
just feel
please, to
like
me,
it was
I
just.
think you're
I
the
just
only
feel
one
like.
that is
I just.
not
I just
that
feel
is.
like it was just a bit.
Am I
But
crazy or is it is
Ask
crazy? What?
yourself,
I
ask
just the goals
yourself,
they scored.
did PSG need to do any of that with you? Did they need to show you the quality? They didn't need to go out of second gear to beat you guys the way they did.
Bro, they were chilling.
And they scored
Yeah,
three goals in Stamford
they were
Bridge.
chilling. They were chilling. You don't need to
First
see.
of
Bro,
It
all,
wasn't for
bro,
you.
do you see the finishes? It was like
first
routine
of
training
first.
kind of thing,
No, no,
bro.
no, 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 no. First of all, let's break this thing down. In context here. The first, you cannot come and tell me you're playing the Champions League game and then you bring your top J. What happened was very simple. I lost this game in the first 15 minutes, and also to the fact that um, um, my keeper Jorgensen was just he sold it out to them.
No,
You
yeah,
understand?
that's the
So
first leg.
these are two major facts, and I know I'm speculating right now, but the fact is, if I had a top keeper in that place, there's no way I'm going to lose that game.
What about the second leg?
There's a world where that happens, bro.
There's a
What about
world
the second
where
leg?
you. There's
What
a
Bro,
about
There's
the
the
a
second
fact
leg?
I just me personally, if it was last season, I'll say yes, sure. Come PSG. I
No,
saw
they,
I saw the quality. I didn't see the quality, man. I
no,
didn't see it for real. To be fair
even
with you,
even in the
so
goals they scored, the finishes, Mayulu, Bakola, Varaskelia, all those goals they scored, there was no quality there in the second, even in the second leg.
bro, these are professional players, man. You give openings like that, they will kill you. What are you saying? These are
Exactly,
professional players at the
exactly,
top of their game.
bro, but
and
in the second leg, in the first half, Bro, Kopama had a chance where he
they
was
had
just
you guys had
playing,
similar chances. Their defense
play
was poor.
Pedro in, and Pedro scores that ball.
Do you
He
think that keeper is
underhits
a
the
good?
pass.
Do you
He
think that keeper
underhits
is
the
a top
pass.
keeper?
Those are the things. See, AK like is top level game. There are these details, bro, and this is where like
See,
quality
they,
players
they
come.
took they took advantage of their openings with because of their quality. You guys didn't take because you guys had enough chances as well, but your players couldn't finish the same level of quality.
Bro, we could have scored at both legs. We could have scored more than 2.
And I put it to you that let's put that quality against Liverpool and they will score those goals.
Okay.
No, Liverpool will score, but I think PSG will also score. It's about 2 hours.
Look at the quality of keeper that Liverpool is bringing to the table. They have Alisson there. This is not Sanchez or Jorgensen.
If it's Liverpool, I watched against Spurs.
And this Liverpool team have played this PSG team when they were at their peak.
No, it's not.
Yeah, but that's not the same Liverpool.
It's not the Liverpool team.
They beat them the last time, right?
The
Did they play during the group
players,
stage?
the crop of players that Liverpool have, bro. Listen, me personally, what I've seen, the 2 games of PSG, bro. I won't lie to you, man. That scoreline is not deceiving me. That was just not a Chelsea team at any level. Let's be for real. Let's talk football now. They are playing a Mamadou Sarr from a Strasbourg that is 7th in a Farmers League.
Exactly,
They are playing a Jorge Hato that is 19 from Ajax. Let's put this in context.
Exactly now. So why do PSG have to show you their main level? If they don't
That's why I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. Let us not use
Bro,
that.
they went.
They have another level. Don't worry.
Wait, first of all, they are champions, and in the last final, they whooped the team 5-0, bro.
Anyway, I think if PSG plays at their peak, and
Like,
Liverpool plays at their peak,
bro.
PSG decimates Liverpool if they do. If they actually play at their level. Because I actually don't. I agree with Toby in a sense. I don't think they had to leave that first game against Chelsea. I don't
They
think they
didn't
had.
need to anymore now. But I'm telling you, that's
Because we gifted them most of the goals. We gifted them.
That first leg, first 17 minutes. That was they couldn't bring it out.
No, I hear what
Bring
you're
it
saying.
out.
I hear what
We
you're
didn't
saying.
see between and the first 17 minutes.
I hear what you're saying. I hear you. I don't.
It's not matter if you hear me. You saw it. So did you watch the game?
passionate about
We
this.
didn't see between and the first 17 minutes.
Anyway,
You literally will see the reason why you guys are saying-
AK doesn't want to agree. Please, let's move on.
See, the reason why people are saying things called the goal line, the goals they scored, the goal margin and everything, the goal margin is that much. So I sound like I'm like a joker right now, I know. But what I'm saying is the experience and the quality of the Liverpool team, and we have not seen Liverpool play good football this season. We have not. There's a day that they will say, you know what, let's now play football. Then we'll see. We'll come back here.
That's
We'll
fine.
see who's whining.
So okay, and AK was the only one who had Liverpool going through. And for Madrid,
Now they mad. Person will beat me 8-2, I will support them. The enemy of my enemy is my friend. I study diplomacy. The enemy of my enemy is my friend.
Bayern versus Madrid. I have Bayern, of course. I have Bayern getting the finals.
Yeah. Let's calm down first. Let's finish the quarter first.
Who?
Mbappe comes back.
Mbappe comes back. But there's a world where I actually see this AK's world. I think
I will trademark this my line.
there's a world where I see. If I'm not more that world. I think Madrid actually. Do you think Madrid actually has more balance without Mbappe? Because the best performance I've seen from him this season, he wasn't on the pitch.
I wouldn't say without Mbappe. I would say
Without maybe one of Mbappe or
Mbappe being on the same team at the same
Yeah,
time.
yeah. So Mbappe coming
That's
back.
fine.
Mbappe coming back. I don't even know if that's a strength or a weakness. I don't know. But anyway, he'll be back for Bayern. So, what do you guys think?
Madrid.
Bayern.
Yeah, Bayern.
I'll go by.
Okay, Madrid wants to get accused. Hold on now.
There's a world where AK is right. There's a world where AK is right. Nothing is saying.
Yeah, this one of these awards guys happen eventually because it's been
AK the multiverse.
he's not been doing well.
AK the multiverse.
But
I won't
anyway,
lie, man. I think, man, just because of the culture and the tradition of that strength in the Champions League.
I mean that didn't happen last season. So anyway,
Bro, listen, you speak of the now, and look at their journey in this Champions League, from the racial issue, from Benfica to bringing Abaloa back. Just and then playing their step brother Man City. When you put all these things together, it's a perfect match just throwing the Champions League, bro.
Yeah, it's a story. I give them that.
You understand? And I feel like Bayern have exciting players, but I just feel like the experience will speak, man. Like I don't think it's that time yet.
Okay, that's fair.
I will say that Harry Kane will prove that he's the best player in the world in this time. That's my hot take. He gets disrespected because he plays in the Bundesliga, but I think he'll prove with this tie that he's the best player in the world.
Yeah, I think if there's anything,
Well, in life, you can prove. That doesn't mean your proof will be correct or will be right. That's why you have
If you
case.
prove he's correct now,
You prove your case. If you meet on that day, which one is more correct or more?
this is Harry Kane versus Mbappe.
I mean, I don't see a world where Rudiger, the likes of Rudiger, Trent, they are stopping that Bayern. Sorry.
That's true.
Yes, you just can, and they're a very balanced team as well. Very good wingers. Only say like
Diaz versus Trent.
I just don't defensively like Madrid as wholes. I don't see them just stopping that.
Yeah, I have Bayern going through. I'll be quite surprised if they don't. Anyway, on the other side, Barca versus Atletico. It might actually be a surprisingly tough tie, but I have Barca. I think Barca will go through.
Barca, yeah, Barca will go through. Yeah, they will do it. They will do it. Revenge, everything. They'll get it done.
I won't lie to you. I actually can pick. That's a real toss-up for me. I really can pick.
You gotta pick, bro. You gotta pick.
Yeah, if you had to, who you pick?
You got gun to your head. You gotta pick somebody, bro.
Atletico Madrid.
Atletico Madrid. Okay.
Atletico Madrid.
What about you, Ini?
See these two teams, they understand each other. They're like cousins. They know how to cancel each other out. I see Atletico causing an upset. Yeah.
Okay.
Hansi Flick has learned his lesson to start with, and all he needs to do. No. All he needs to do is to go there. I don't know who's playing at home first. I think
Atletico will play at home first.
Oh, that's even worse. All he needs is just to go there. If he can just play 0-0, or even if they will beat him 1-0 or 2-1, and then the job will be done at Camp Nou. That's all. That's all.
Even if he chooses to die by that high line.
But the high line works.
In Newcastle, he played a bit more conservatively. I don't think he wasn't as high as normal.
Thank you.
Yeah, so
thank you. Like, I mean, when it's time for the high line to work at Camp Nou, it will work. It will definitely work. It doesn't work away from home. But I tell you one thing, you see that Camp Nou, it works for them.
Bro, you run it.
Go.
Bro,
for Arsenal Sporting, I mean, of course, Arsenal's good.
Arsenal who?
Actually, you know what? Sporting. Of course.
About that word, no deal. I don't know my word finish. The one that's close. The only one that says heaven.
But yeah, Arsenal.
Obviously, Arsenal, bro.
Anyway, personally, honestly, I think semi-finals. Honestly, I'm not that asked about the Champions League as much this year, but I know I had us getting to at least the semis. But just as an Arsenal fan, I have to do we're getting to the finals. I think Arsenal Bayern is my final. What about you guys?
Bro, you know what?
This is Jokeres.
No, for this audacity, Sporting.
This is Jokeres former club. I've told you they bought his twin brother as replacement. If you look at his stats in GAs, it's crazy. I'll go Sporting. Sporting causes an upset.
Okay.
Yeah, but this guy actually bro,
they go through.
He insults football like that. This guy skip everything. He say final.
No. In the last one, I said Bayern is getting to the finals on the other brackets. So for me, for this bracket, Arsenal.
Football wise, obviously Arsenal, but to have that edge over I don't know, the gods of football and for banter.
I feel like just because of that Premier League factor, like they are focused on the Premier League, and if they Jones, You can go bad.
No, I think it's going to be either Bayern, Barca, or Bayern, Arsenal. That's for me. That's my finals.
I still can you. I get it ahead of yourself.
I don't know. You guys pick your finals because that's it. That's mine.
uh
I can't pick my final now. It's too early to pick
It's
final.
not too early. Who do you think makes the finals?
It's too early to pick final, bro. There are teams I'm looking at there. I've literally
Okay,
said
you know
what out
what?
of this
You know
team
what?
like three
for
teams
me, I
now.
think
What
Let's
out
for
of
me
this
let's
team?
finals. I think
let's mention our top three.
we're gonna get the finals that we should have had last year, which is PSG Barca.
Okay, let's do our top three. Top three teams that can win the distance. My top three would be Bayern, Arsenal, PSG. Those are my top three. Actually,
I can't call it now, bro. I think it's too early and it's a disrespect to the other team. So
guy, there are 8 teams left. Out of the 8, pick your top three.
no, no. I still can't. It's still for this Champions League.
Yo, these guys,
This
why are you
Champions
so
League, bro.
difficult, bro?
No, this is
Just pick
guys.
three.
This is champ, bro. You see, the anthem of that Champions League was etched and coined.
Mm-hmm.
Not in this world. This is Champions League. This is not
Guys,
any other league, bro.
it's Trauma speaking.
Your most
It's
likely
Trauma.
winners.
Huh?
Your most likely winners of this Champions League so far. They are
I
already-
literally can't, and I'm not trying to be funny or difficult, and I can't speak. I'm seeing Liverpool there that can just being sneaky. I'm seeing the dark arts of Atletico. I don't know where they might end up at. I'm seeing now that with the highline football as Camp Nou. But everybody's praising Enrique and PSG. I can't speak.
AK one pick in team when final don't reach.
Obviously, I'll pick a team in semi-final time. No, I can't pick a team right now. I really can't. I'm sorry, I can't.
To be what's your top three? Most likely winners of this. Now, right now.
Arsenal, PSG, Atletico.
In the what?
Ooh, the finals.
Everybody's calling it.
I'll give PSG, Bayern, Barca.
Mad. Okay. Interesting.
PSG Bayern. Nobody's even calling Real Madrid. Ah, God.
Okay, for talk Liverpool and Real Madrid.
I can't pick. I'll pick after the quarters.
Okay. Anyway, I think that's all for Champions League today. But AFCON no grimy banter.
Predict your Carabao Cup final now.
No, we'll get to that. That's the last. That's the
Okay.
last segment. But before
I can bet you. It was not in the agenda. This guy don't plan saying go win and say it's based of competition. AFCON Champions League. Bye. You see human beings. You see how football has gone. Keep going. Continue. My wonderful host.
see before I could actually properly banter Chelsea yesterday, now so AFCON, AK content AFCON news for group chat. That she paid me. I'm not gonna lie because
I wasn't watching the Chelsea match. That's
that
another
took a lot of attention from that Chelsea beating.
They did.
Annoyingly so.
Was
But yeah,
PR.
bro, I feel like he's a Chelsea fan. So I feel like Mosepe is a Chelsea fan. I can bet Mosepe is a Chelsea fan. He's the reason why we could not probably banter Chelsea yesterday because of that rubbish news.
Make I bust your head. Normally, when Fabrizio does a post like that, in less than 5 minutes, the comment section, there's like 100 comments already. But because of we were so focused in the Champions League and everything, when he dropped it, as of 15 minutes, there were only two comments. Like it's I don't know, man. It's I think can we comment on it now?
Yeah, you can comment on it.
For me, I think there's something called statute or statute of limitation. I think the law students will help me out here, whereby there's like you have a certain time, allotted to is it appeal or something, and after that time, whatever ruling or judgment or whatever is pretty much is deemed null and void. You understand? I just feel like I'm not against the decision. Normally, once you leave the pitch, you forfeit the match, you've lost the game. I'm not against it. But for you to allow these guys to come back, that means the on-field decision from the referee has to stand. That's all I'm saying. You understand? My issue is the timing of the decision. No, the decision itself is correct. They left, forfeited, game over. But for you to And besides, when they left, the ref did not blow the final whistle. You understand? Because all we saw is they left, there were arguments, and after
Yeah.
like 15, 30 minutes, because normally if you blew the final whistle, the game has ended. You understand? So there's so many clauses in this decision that they made. The timing was wrong. You could have done it there and there. Game over, winner Morocco. Based on they left and forfeited the match. Based on that, they are correct. But to decide to not do it now, and you're not asking them to send the $10 million back, don't touch the money. Like, come on. That's only my issue,
I
man.
mean, personally, I have issues with the decision. Can't lie. Either way, but that is see they say what article they quote because me I actually went to go and look up the article. They say if the players leave the grounds. I know see picture. I saw grounds. I think that's key. I don't think they left the grounds. Yes, they left the pitch, and they actually came back. In fact, I don't think Mane left the pitch actually, but there's also Article 5 that says the referee is the law and of the game. Whatever they decide stands. So that's the if I was Senegalese lawyer, that's the article I'll bring up because at the end of the day, the referee did not blow the final whistle. He continued the game. Morocco took the penalty and they missed, and the match was concluded and the score was provided. You can't now go back on that. I don't think that's ever happened in the history of the game. I think I'm correct. I don't think that it has ever happened. You cannot like literally just disregard a completed game and then give a new result from your chambers or under the table. That's just weird. I read somewhere apparently there were a lot of basically it seems like that shit was very shady. I don't think it was very straightforward as straightforward as it seems. Apparently, Morocco were holding them hostage. They do not want to. They refuse to host the women's AFCON or whatever. So it seems like this decision, I might be conspiracy theories, but it seems like this decision and their likelihood of not hosting or hosting the women's AFCON, they are both tied to each other. This looks to me like a very corrupt decision. And I think is Senegal going to what's it called? Is Senegal going to take them to court? Are they appealing? Because they should
Yeah, I
appeal.
think I heard something about an appeal.
Yeah, because you cannot do this. Once the referee blows a whistle, as long as the game continued and did not stop. If they were serious about this, the referee
Bro,
would
they
not
played the
have
penalty.
yeah, referee would not have let Senegal come back on the pitch. They should that was where they messed up. Because right now this sets a bad precedent going forward. I understand. I agree that what Senegal did set a bad precedent, and that's why they shouldn't have let them continue the game. But they did. So for this one, for games, so now what you're telling us is that games can be decided after match has ended. Because now anybody can feel wrong than take the take the calf to court and then turn the result around. This is something you don't want happening in the future. It makes the tournament look very very unserious.
Yeah,
They should never ever have let this happen. Especially the fact that things have moved on. No? Everybody has forgotten about it.
exactly.
To come back after how many days?
Yeah, they were almost 2 months.
It makes no sense. This basically makes them look very very terrible. I'm telling you, most the Chelsea fan. But anyway, what do you guys think?
Hmm. For me, I'm siding with CAF.
Is it not funny that we are seeing how quiet Toby has been today? People will think he's a quiet guy. Because the man you don't play this week. Oh.
Okay.
My guy don't
All
get
right.
anything to talk.
Wait,
Now you
wait,
can talk now, sir. It's
why are
calf.
you
It's
telling
calf.
me?
It's calf. It's calf. It's African football. You can talk now.
I actually did a lot of research actually on the whole P,
Mhm.
and two things I would say. One, I do get the sentiment of the ref should have ended the game there because
Mhm.
Senegal did do something that they shouldn't have done. Yes, but I think people are not taking in the perspective of what the occasion was. It was the final. It was basically the last kick of the game, and it is that has never happened before. I don't think I've ever seen a team walk off the field in the final. You know, if it was a regular, maybe a group stage game, or it would be easier to kind of walk around. It was a friendly, you can walk around that. But I don't think I've ever seen that happen before. So the ref himself was in very uncharted territory. And for the most part, you have all the dignitaries that you want to finish the game. You don't want to just be like, yeah, everybody forfeit the game and the ref cancel the game. So I think he tried to make sure that let's give these guys a chance to come back on that side. Two, according to the articles that were referenced by Morocco, the worst case scenario happened because he broke almost every loophole of those three articles. But Morocco have sufficient enough grounds to say that Senegal forfeited that game because Article 82, while it does state that leaving the ground, yes, would disqualify you, but it also does state if you refuse to play, that will also still count you as a loser. So they did actually appeal that on January 29th, I think, but the CAF disciplinary board struck it down. And so then Morocco now escalated it and took it to CAF's appeal board. So apparently what had happened was that the initial ruling was not given a fair hearing because I think Senegal did something in the process where they didn't 100% comply to coming for the hearing. And so, again, when you look at it, like I think they came to a rational conclusion, not just because it's Senegal or Morocco, but just for the integrity of African football itself. You cannot have people walking off the field. If you say, okay, let's fine them, or let's suspend their distance, I think that teams will still see that as a manageable consequence if we get to keep that trophy, if we get to still be declared as champions. And that's why I think stripping them of the trophy is the thing you can do. And then obviously going forward, you tighten up your articles and stuff like that. But, and this is big for me, I don't like Morocco and I did not want them to win. But I just think and again, it won't be Senegal. What fairytale did, because he's the one that told them to come off that field, is just unacceptable. You can't do that. And I think that is what ruins the integrity of African football. And that's why I think CAF took the right decision. Not that you can take this in 2 months. And again, I will also say, I think this is much better that they decided it here at this point than they did if they did it immediately after the game. Because this took due process, appeals, investigations. This is a proper timeline of things to happen. It's unfortunate that, yes, 2 months later you are saying return the trophy back. But I do agree with they followed process. They did what they needed to do. And I think they came to a reasonable conclusion. I don't think you can say it's not a reasonable conclusion to come to.
Wait,
that's what I would say about that.
What about Article 5 that says the referee's decision is final and the result on the pitch is final?
That's a good point. That is the IFAB rule, I believe, that you're mentioning. That is, I guess, substantial in a way, but at the same time, it technically doesn't fall under the regulations of AFCON itself. AFCON has its own separate rule book and stuff like that they go by. So yes, you can bring that perspective, but this is not a FIFA tournament per se. Cool, they're all under.
How is it not a FIFA tournament?
They're all under FIFA, but it's not FIFA that's organizing the tournament. It's CAF, and CAF have their own rule book that they go by, and that's what I think, because Senegal will escalate it to the Court of Arbitration, and the Court of Arbitration will only go by what the CAF governing body rules are. So yes, I get that argument, but at the same time, they have their own rule book where article will say if you leave that pitch or you refuse to play, then you are automatically declared a loser.
Anyway, maybe we can agree to disagree, but
are you saying that the ref was, like you said, unfamiliar territory, and it just felt like to protect the occasion at that moment, let the game go, and then whatever happens will be reviewed later on? Is that what you're trying to tell me? That's what happened?
I do think that's what happened. I do, again, like we said, it makes it more complicated than it was the final. There's just no protocol for that.
I mean, if you can excuse the ref, you can as well excuse Senegal players for what they did.
I don't necessarily excuse.
No, I don't. I'm not buying that. I'm not buying that.
I don't want to excuse.
I told you in the group chat. I'm not buying them coming back or them leaving. I'm not buying them leaving because I'm telling you,
I'm not buying them.
This will cripple down, and if you notice, we cannot allow this amount of discipline in this game that we love so much.
You guys,
You know what I'm
you
saying?
guys are
So
not
I'm not buying that.
understanding what's going here. No matter what happens, I don't think. I think having the see, if someone forfeits a game and they don't come back, yes, that's clear. That's a forfeit. But we can't have governing bodies literally deciding completed games out of the pitch. I think 100% this sets a way worse precedent than even what Senegal did. We cannot have CAF, FIFA, whatnot, deciding finals in a law court. Games that were completed. That's terrible. I think
I
that's
think
the
After
worst.
after
would
you've awarded trophies, everything,
yes,
You
that
can't
spent
that's
do
where I
that.
have a
money and
problem with
I
done
it
would
because I
put
feel
their
the amount of time and loophole during the game when the Senegalese players left. It's very simple.
I don't even
Then
care whether it's
the
9
big men
months.
will come down,
and
call
they've
their
been
yo.
fined.
See,
Remember they've been fined.
you
They gave
guys,
them a bunch of fines and everything. So it's
I
like
don't
coming
care
to
if
us
it's
saying,
nine
"Oh, you
months.
draw the
I don't care if it's
trophy." It
nine
doesn't make
months,
sense.
9 months, 1 week, 1 day. I don't care when they do it. But either they replay the game or they should have stopped that game when Senegal left. But the fact they completed that game, to me, that means a lot more than whatever happens anymore. Yes, you can find the referees and tell them, hey, in a case where this happens again, when players leave, do not let them come back to the pitch. But you cannot have them complete the match and then go
Yes,
outside the game and have a
and then
conversation
yes.
and money changes hand. I'm not saying that's what happened, but things happen and you decide the result. To me, that's unacceptable.
But
So
again, but look at it, guy. Though it's not like as if CAF decided United they wanted to change the result or something. Morocco appealed it. So what I would say to you is that when you look at the grounds that they appealed this thing on, you don't think they have a point, like a reasonable point to be like, yeah, that game probably shouldn't have gone ahead. Now we've already
Yeah.
decided yes, but in the like again in the article it does state with whether or not the referee gives authorizations. Once you refuse to play, you're automatically declared a loser. That is literally the law. So it's like, is that not them just exercising the law? Not necessarily being like,
But the law taking place effect after the fact that the on-field decision that made you walk off the pitch was given, because you remember that it was the whole penalty incident, and Brahim Diaz came and he played the penalty, and whether he missed on purpose or whether he deliberately missed, we will never know whether it was maybe envelopes changed hands at the back that okay, let's plan this thing so that we can save face for the calf or whatever. We will never
we
know
don't
what.
know. Let's not be speculating on that. Even
Yeah, no, I'm just saying. I'm saying we'll never know what happened,
I
because
think
that was pretty absurd. But for that to happen, you play the game, award the champion, send the money, the history books, do all the journalism, press conference, and everything, and say you want to withdraw it 2 months later. Come on, like.
I
but that's
mean
what I'm saying about the due process, though. Now that's
yeah,
how long it takes. It takes
I
a
like
while.
the
But I think that clause that you were saying it should take place w- during the game and not after, like, the referee has already blown the game off.
look.
In that case,
I grew up.
if you walk off, okay, then don't come back again.
Yeah, I thought referees word was law. I've never seen this before. I think neither of us have ever seen it before. So I guess we'll see what happens. And let's see if Senegal's appeal will go through. I think Senegal's appeal will actually go through, especially
I don't.
with the whole You said the article
Don't
fact
worry.
is not calf, right? That might be a good point. I didn't know that. I thought like it was it was
The,
everyone
the
agreed
Moroccans,
all the way.
they are just saying that if you don't give us this thing, we'll stop hosting African tournaments
But
for
guys,
life.
see, reason it though. Like again, they'll say that it's not a, the president that Senegal said is not bigger than what Morocco has just said by getting this trophy back. But think about it though. If any team can feel like they can just stop the game because they don't like the decision,
No, I agree
and
with you on
then
that.
know, that again, you've had precedent of this has happened before. The worst that team got is that they got fined or their
Yeah.
manager got suspended for a bit. It's a manageable consequence.
it's happened again.
No, you
It
guys,
would bring AFCON into real disrepute. I
I
feel.
disagree with you on that because if they had set clear rules and punished the referee, no referee will ever allow a team to walk off and come back again. That's enough. I think because what Senegal did hadn't been done before. So there's a world where they could have simply just fined them, banned them, and also punished the referee for letting them come back on the pitch. And of course, do you think any referee will risk his job by letting people that walk off come back again? That won't happen again. But what they've done now sets another precedent. People can now appeal and say, "Hey, so this is wrong. This is wrong." In fact, Man City can go and appeal that Arsenal robbed the Premier League trophy, and they can go and change the result. And
That's what
take
I'm saying. Remember,
Because this this
they
this this
invoked
this not EP scarf.
they invoked an
okay, let's
actual article though.
This is
That's the thing.
calculated.
They're not
eh?
see Morocco was not debating the result of the game. They invoked an actual. It was actually in that rule book.
I get what
Once
you're
you
saying.
leave that ground, you have to honor that.
No, but if it can be that, it can be something else. It can be something else. The fact is that they now know already concluded games can be affected in the law courts. That shouldn't be the case. But I've always known that once a game is concluded, the results cannot be changed, no matter what. Like big crazy crimes have been committed in football matches. Maradona's handball, but no one can change the results as long as the match was completed.
The game is done. Yeah.
The game is done. That's how it should be, and that's how it's everywhere. It's apparently AFCON tried to change the rule, decided to do their own thing. Anyway,
But to
let's
be honest, if Maradona's handball happened and then
Mhm.
England walked off the field, England would be disqualified because you just can't do that. That's
but
the only thing.
if they came back on, if they walked and came back on, I'd have liked to see how that would have been.
I just feel like let's not use emotions and sensation to
Yeah.
to make our comments on this stuff, man. First things first, based on the law, you can't leave the pitch. You leave the pitch, you lose the game. Secondly, the ref should have been bold enough to end the game there and there. I hope in all this fine and all these sentences, I hope the ref is also included in this punishment also, because that is just his negligence of not doing his job. Point blank period. You understand?
Wait, can I
That's
say
all I'm
something?
saying.
Can I
Yeah.
say something real quick? I really hated those. I did not like those Africans when Jamie Carragher posted and they were like trying to excuse. Well, now he can see all he wants. I did not like that.
No,
I
that's
did not
important.
like that at all. I thought that was pathetic. Like as if UEFA or South American football has not had their own nonsense blips and nobody says anything. But fellow Africans will see this and then be excusing the kind of nonsense that Jamie Carragher will be saying. I don't understand that. That really annoyed me. So I just want to say that. So fuck Jamie Carragher.
Anyway, I think that's all for that. We'll agree to disagree, and we'll see what happens afterwards. Let's
What happens afterwards, okay? They've decided that if it's night to rope, so what afterwards?
no,
You want
Senegal guys are
play
appealing now.
cup
They are
final.
Senegal guys are
appealing the
appealing. Senegal guys are appealing. We'll see. It's not
Oh, so we're
over.
going to rap for happy for happy.
Now you go collect their money back. We'll see. Go.
Now that money na him trigger me, $10 million, bro.
Anyway, though,
You won't take 10 million from me.
What do you all those Senegalese FP? You don't pay share among themselves, buy land, buy nice car, they don't cheat.
hey,
What do you don't go?
Jackson, I don't say Jackson return any money. If anybody return, Jackson no go return your own.
You don't go return it.
But anyway, though, let's preview the weekend games. We have the FA Cup final this weekend. I also have Everton versus Chelsea. Premier League and as well as FA Cup final. But let's start with the FA Cup finals. Yeah. Who do you guys have winning it? And what's your reason and your prediction?
Arsenal.
What's your score prediction?
Score prediction 2-1 and Arsenal because I do think it is time for them to start playing City like we're going to beat you. And
Okay.
let's see what we can get. And this is them winning this game to me signifies that they will go to Etihad April 19th and beat City. That's why this game matters. So I think they'll step up to the plate. 2-1. It'll be 2-0. City will score. But
With 2-0.
it'll be a consolation.
City will score.
Yeah. City will
How are you
score.
2-0?
It
Oh,
will be 2-0 and then City will not score like one goal for like consolation. But I do think
Okay.
it'll be more like a commanding 2-0 victory.
Oh, okay. So I guess 2-1 then.
And also, like I said before, Pep is not interested in football anymore. This will be his last season. So that's another thing though. Look at how he dressed to come for that City Real Madrid game. He does not give a shit.
Really?
He does not care anymore. So my hot take is he won't care enough to want to affect anything.
All things being equal, if everything go according to plan, Arsenal should win the Premier League, right? Everything go according to plan. If they lock in, they can go as far as to the final or semi-final. The champions, they can at that stage is up for anybody. and then they should come and win the Carabao Cup again. Come on now, football is not Disneyland. It's not Disneyland now. No,
Yeah.
it's not. We're not having that here. You understand? Them, you have to balance the equation.
I
No
don't think
team
Arsenal
has
will win
done.
Champions League, bro.
No team has done. No, but that's what I'm saying. All teams being equal, they can go as they put money on your mountains. Arsenal going to be Sporting. Let's put banter aside, right?
Yes.
And they will go far, and with that, when they go far like that, it's up for anybody at this point. Just like last season, Inter Baka. You understand? It's how bad do you want it? Now, what I'm trying to say, all teams being equal, they win the Premier League, they go far in Champions League, they'll come and win the Carabao Cup again, and then go find the FA Cup. No, we're not doing that. We are not doing that. If I'm going to be the antagonist or the bad boy, the villain here, then let me be. I mean, I have no soul anymore. My soul has been taken out of me from football. I don't know. You understand? But I feel like Pep knows that. Okay, I'm out of the Champions League. That Premier League is still, it's very much, it's tricky now. Mathematically, you are not out, but it's realistically, we just might be out. If there's anything I can hold on to, it's this Carabao Cup. I feel like Pep will give it his all, man. He'll give it his all. And for that, I'm going for Man City.
Score prediction.
This guy always choke. Oh, man. I'll keep it back on you. 2-1, City win.
Okay. Ini, what about you?
I think this City team is just lacking confidence right now, especially defensively, attackingly. Nah, a lot of things are not just clicking for them now, and I don't see how they edge this Arsenal side. So I go for narrow Arsenal win 2-1.
Okay. Well, me,
We
it's,
know what you're going to go for.
no, a small part of me,
All life.
a small part of me actually feels like he will give it his all for this Carabao at least, maybe to help change the momentum. Because honestly, City has nothing to lose anymore. Arsenal have everything to lose.
Mm-hmm.
So we know that a bad result, Guardiola might be hoping that a bad result can maybe knock Arsenal off their stride because they've been on kind of auto. If Arsenal is feeling pressure, they're not showing it. So maybe he might be hoping that beating them in this Carabao Cup might help, kind of knock them off a little bit and maybe even help his scores in the Premier League. So I think he'll give it his all. But I still have Arsenal winning 1-0. Very narrow victory.
I feel
You
like
don't, you
the
don't,
reason why the beauty of this win of
you
this
think you're
game.
going to keep a clean sheet?
I think if we win, I think it might be like 1-0. I feel like we can keep a clean sheet, of course.
I don't see how Guardiola doesn't score. Sorry, City doesn't score, but you might be right.
I mean, anything can happen, but it's not. I doubt it will be a blowout. It's
No,
possible
no,
to be a
no,
very,
no.
very, very
No, no,
close
no,
game.
not the blowout.
Arsenal,
Man,
Arsenal guaranteed a close game. Arsenal has a way of making Brentford, Man City, Bayern, everybody look like the same opponent for some reason. We rarely ever blew teams away.
I will say though, Arsenal right now in a groove. Like again, like you said, they're on autopilot.
Yeah,
I won't be surprised if they get to the first 10, 15 minutes.
yeah. I can if you score early. If
I
you
won't be
score early, I
surprised.
can see a 1-0. I will lie. If you score early, I can see a 1-0.
You think it will stay 1-0?
I can see it happening. We've seen it a couple of times this season already. We won a couple of matches 1-0. Like just score early, hold it tight. Simple.
I think the beauty of this game is just the psychological edge
Yeah.
that this game is going to, lead to moving forward in the league that we're waiting for. So I think whoever wins this game will win that psychological edge over either or.
Yeah.
So I feel like Pep will give it his all. Obviously, Arteta gives up, but I just feel like if Arteta and Arsenal loses the Carabao Cup, we'll just laugh for laughing or banter stage. It doesn't mean that they had a bad season. They can give a go at the Premier League, give a go at the Champions League, and go as far as how far they can go in the FA Cup. But if you let the Carabao Cup go, duh.
No, you're right. Logically.
You understand?
Logically.
But I feel like Pep wants to win this Carabao Cup, not just for the cup, but for that
Just
psychological
yeah,
edge against Ateta when he
yeah.
meets
It's
him.
like a get back. Yeah.
Yes.
I get what you're saying,
I
Sha, but right now,
did
City.
you wait? Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
What do you say, Ini? Go
Now I
ahead.
was like, do you think with how humiliating like this whole Madrid um, um game was, like the tie against like City and like how they crashed out, do you feel like Ateta can take a humiliating like loss, scoring goalless against Atleta in at Wembley? I don't see not
About
scoring at least as not keeping a clean sheet. I feel like that's the end. You should be dead and buried. You
see,
should just
Thank you. I think you mentioned a very good point there. Remember, this is not Emirates. This is
no,
not Emirates.
but
And Arsenal
it's
are
not
very
Etihad.
strong at their home stadium. This is Wembley. This is an open playground.
It's
You
Etihad.
understand?
See, they will
And
play
this
in
City
Etihad.
players, Pep himself, he has the experience of the final. He knows how to play big games, final Wembley games and stuff like this. You understand?
I
I just
don't
feel
I don't trust Arsenal's Wembley record.
you understand. So
This,
I'm going for City, man.
but
Arsenal's
this still
Wembley
isn't the same
record.
City though. It's not the
Arsenal
same
Wembley
City.
record. Arsenal Wembley record against City is not bad though. Community Shield a couple of times. So
Dude, come on,
And
really?
also FA
no,
Cup too.
I'm
You
just
guys always
saying.
turn up on FA Cup. You
I'm
turn
just
up.
saying though. FA Cup we also do very very well. Our Wembley record is not
Community Shield is not. Let's talk football, man. That is
no come out Community Shield. FA Cup. Our Wembley record is actually pretty good. So I don't know. Maybe Ateta has won it before already too. So you never know.
I do
But
think that I hope that Arteta tells his boys to actually come out and play. Like I really do hope. 'Cause I really do think that if
That's
Arsenal
not
came
gonna
out and
happen,
played,
bro.
if Arsenal came out and played, they would beat this team quite
even
comfortably.
myself, I like coming out and playing, but coming out and playing against City, actually, let's
I
be
just
honest.
feel it.
Let's be honest. The first game of the first meeting of the season, who did not come out to play? City. It was not Arsenal. This man then packed the bus the entire game. So if anyone should come out and play, tell City to come out and play. I doubt
But
it.
I think they're just different times of the season. Like that's especially in the final. This is a one-off game, so this is not like a psychological edge of sitting
But
back. It's about
that's why I think they will not
if
come
we
out.
lose this game or try to draw this game, we're going home with nothing. So it's like a final is different, but
I see what Madrid did to them when they came out to play. I think City will not even want this game to be an open game. They came out to play against Madrid and they chop how many goals for the first leg. So I'm pretty sure Arteta's, I'm sorry, Guardiola is not going to come there and open his nyash. It's going to be a tight game.
mhm.
But anyway, let's do a quick prediction for Bournemouth versus Man U.
Who's that?
Bournemouth win.
That was quick. That was quick.
Bournemouth.
You didn't
I think
even,
that's a record
you didn't
prediction
even think
time
about
ever.
it.
Is it not at Vitality Stadium?
Yes,
Yeah.
I have Bournemouth winning 2-1.
Bournemouth win.
What about you?
You don't believe when I talk. Am I
Give
speaking
your
French?
score. Give your score.
Carrick is scaring me. I'll go a draw. I'll go to a draw.
Wait, this is the same Bournemouth that Michael B. Jordan is the owner now. Just for not start. Bournemouth win again.
Okay, what's your score? Okay, what's your score prediction? What's your score? Score line.
Sunil, Bournemouth win.
So what about you?
2-0.
So what's your score line?
Krupi will score. And my boy. Is he Adil or Admin? What's his name?
Ajil.
Krupi. Adil or Amin is A. I'll find it for you. I'm sure you'll be aware of it when it scores out.
So what's your draw score? 1-1?
2-2.
2-2. Mad though.
You know, big talk say United win.
2-2.
You know, Bono say United win.
But you know, it's so funny. I don't want that to
Vitality Stadium. Go and win them.
win. But I do recognize that Carrick is getting something out of these guys. So
Okay.
they could do something.
What about you?
Good. United. You know, I'm a big fan.
We did 6-2. You don't start.
I'll go for a 3-2 Man U win away from home.
All right.
Yeah.
Well, let's do
I
Everton.
think Fernandez form. I think it's just going to be too hard to stop them right now. They're in serious form. So
Finally, they vex me, say, but I'll go talk about that later. What's his name again? Everton Chelsea. I have Everton 1-0. AK.
Yes.
Everton Chelsea. What's your prediction?
Prediction no fast again.
You don't choke.
Look at reason.
There's a world where we go to Hugh Dickinson Stadium and
There's a
Really?
war,
No,
yes.
yeah,
Thank
you.
you.
as I was trying to talk, Do you guys see the meme of Brosinho when he was writing?
Yeah.
They put a clothes of one of those Igbo man's clothes to him. They put so many things on him, bro. I was like, Jesus, my manager.
Now don't turn to Teletubby Club. What is your
Chelsea will win. So 3-1.
3-1? Aye. To be, what about you?
Come on. We talk ball inside. All day. 5-a-side. Go 5-a-side. Woo!